Hey, alright, this is Chris with Elemenohplay. I know that I've been pretty silent throughout most of this recording, but I've now beaten the game, and I wanted to kind of give a recap on what I think of it, and talk a little bit about the ending, the post-story, things like that. So, first of all, like I said, I beat the game. As you noticed, or probably noticed, there is not a video for that. That wasn't intentional. I didn't know it, but with this game, they decided to block out the ending, which is understandable. So I wasn't able to record it through normal means. I could have, I could have used a capture device or whatever and done that, but I chose not to. So if you want to see the ending, you'll have to go do it on your own. But I'll tell you about it in a little bit. So right now I'm doing a bunch of post-game cleanup. I'm a completionist, I guess, so I like to try and get plats on games if I can. And this one isn't too hard a plat. We're looking at 15 hours past beating the game to get the plat, I think. It's not really bad, so it's just a bunch of side quests. Unfortunately, they are a bunch of fetch quests, which are kind of, I don't know, annoying, I guess. Going and picking up items, bringing them back to people, doing little errands and favors and whatnot. Not my favorite thing to do. But, I really loved the first No Kuni, and I feel like I almost have to get the platinum for this one as well. Let's talk about the game. Some people are calling this a better game than the first one. Other people are saying it's not as good. My personal opinion is that it's not as good. But that doesn't make it bad. It doesn't mean you shouldn't play it. It doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it. I still really like this game. It's one of the better games I've played in the past couple of years. And that's saying a lot. I play a lot of games, to be honest. So, let's see. So, the gameplay overall was cool. They did a lot of different things where you could do different types of battles, different types of mechanics, and you kind of had to think about different stuff. The story was very cute, and it tried to be serious at times, but it was also a lot of the rah-rah friendship kind of stuff, which is fine. I mean, that's a little cliche, but also kind of expected for this style of game. The game definitely targets a younger audience, but still wants to bring in their older players as well. So that's, I would say, acceptable. I mentioned that the game mechanics are fun. It has a few different types of battles, as you probably noticed. So it's got your main, your main battles where you're just fighting enemies, walking around the field. So, these guys over here, these are a good example of your normal battles. I'm a little over-leveled at this point, so I have to kind of engage in order for them to fight me. As you can see, their health, their names are in blue. That means that they're significantly under my level. Red is above my level. It's pretty straightforward. So that's a normal battle, and then there's also the skirmish battles, which are, of course, the ones on the fields that we've seen so much of. I've got a few more of those that I have to work through here. So there are a lot of side quests. I think there's 168 or 69 of them. I'm not positive. I've done a lot of them. I've probably done 130, and there's a trophy for 150, so that's what I'm working towards. But there is some post-game stuff to be talked of as well. So you've got these Dreamer's Doors. I've already done 8 of them. I'll run through one in a minute here. And those are kind of neat. They're kind of these post-dungeon or post-game mazes, mini dungeons or whatever. I'm under the impression that there's a secret boss after going through all of them, which is probably the case. It seems right. There's lots of these quests here. This is a skirmish one. Talk to Newbie and Evermore. They like to do puns with the names, if you ever noticed. Let's go talk to Newbie. So teleport. Thank God for these teleports. I mean, these are clutch. I use them constantly. They're really kind of necessary to get around. So, some of the other stuff you can do post-game besides the battles is you can work on your kingdom. I've been working on mine quite a bit. Let me show you around it. So yeah, so it's pretty big, and this isn't the final level of it. It does have an additional level. Actually, let me grab this quest here first.
Thanks.
If you want. Oh yeah, that's right. I had to bring that guy to the kingdom for him. He's probably very excited. Does that complete the quest? So I'm accumulating money very, very quickly at this point. 478,000 is a lot, but at the same time, it's slow building up. Checked all my items, which are maxing out pretty quickly at this point. Checking my citizens. Citizens can level up. I can show you that if any of them have done it. Let's see, I'll put in the outfit, I guess. No one has leveled up, okay. So you can do research. Research tasks are handy. You can unlock more skills, more equipment, more of all sorts of things. Unrelated here. I wonder if he's good at the honey lodges, because I could use some of one of those. So there's a little bit of kingdom building in this game, although it's not... I wouldn't say it's anything particularly complicated. It pretty much hands it to you, so don't expect anything crazy for that. Oh, you know what? I think you can go here. I got wrong. Sorry, my thoughts get crossed as I talk, so I'm trying to actually kind of play and talk to you at the same time, and never works out quite like I hoped. This is also the detour for doing all the post-game battles and such. Alright, so let's put these guys in their right spots. I try to put them where they're suitable. You don't have to. It's not a requirement. But there are about 100 people that you can recruit for your kingdom. To my knowledge, there might be a couple more, but I think it's just 100. And take some time to collect them all. So I mean, I guess if you're looking for, you know, a quick plat or a non-tedious plat, I guess this isn't the right game. But at the same time, you know, I'm really into it, so I like the kingdom building stuff. I think it's kind of cute. So anyway, you can build your kingdom. You can place different buildings. You can level up your buildings. Let's see if I can level up one for you. There, that one. So 60,000 increases my influence, and it's got a little bit of a cookie clicker aspect to it, in that you spend gold to increase your influence, and when you increase your influence, it speeds up how quickly you get gold, so that you can get more influence. So it's just a back and forth. But you know, I'm targeting 70 million influence right now because there's a trophy at the top. So that is my main goal right now. So, like I said, I was talking a little bit about the game itself. So let's go back to that, and then after we talk about that, we'll go into how the ending played out, what I thought of that. Obviously, spoilers there. I still think you should play the game and find it yourself and see how you enjoy it, because the ending monsters and stuff were definitely very cool. So the gameplay. It was a good length game. It took me about 45 hours to beat, and that was while doing a lot of the side stuff. You know, I didn't go super far out of my way to do a lot of that. It just kind of made sense to do along the way. Some of the side quests were were just kind of there, like, if it made sense to do them, so that was good. There's a lot of, like, mini quests that you can do, but I wouldn't say there was anything like mini games. Oh, there we go, there's a trophy for getting 70 million, look at that. So I'll probably get leveled up pretty quick here. But yeah, lots of side stuff, lots of monsters to see, places to explore. You know, as far as the kingdom builder, it made a lot of sense. This is kind of the problem here and there. You gotta figure out where people belong, and they don't always belong where you want them. And I keep getting sidetracked. I'm making a terrible video right now. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. Bury this for now. And also more orbs. Yeah, so let's see, how long did I play the game for? I am at 55 hours right now. So I'm at 55 hours. I beat the game at about 45, so I've played about 10 since, and I've got a good amount of the trophy list. I'm probably pretty close to completing it. The main game, like I said, 45 hours, and that was probably on the high end because I did so much extra stuff while I played. I enjoyed it. I thought all the characters were really fun and unique, and I thought they were, generally kind of cute. Like, you get these cute little outfits for them, which unfortunately I didn't notice till later, but you can see that they're all they all kind of have their own personalities that I thought were kind of well built out. They were all different in some way. Some of them come from really advanced civilizations or towns, like Bracken here. She's our cliche hammer wielder, but she comes from the scientific town. You've got Leander, who is from the underwater city. You've got Batu and Tani, who are both from the Sky Pirates. Roland, who is your hero from from another dimension. He's basically the president of the United States, I guess. They don't outright say it, but they really hint pretty strongly at it. And then you got Evan, who's your prince slash king slash protagonist, who's trying to unite the world and save everyone from well, he doesn't know he's trying to save everyone at first, but he realizes that there's a guy that is trying to do something pretty evil. And they're all enjoyable characters. And then you've got Lofty, who's the little guy who follows you around, who you can't actually see here for whatever reason. Maybe I can. I'm sure you saw him as I played, but I can probably get you a picture of him. Where is he? There's Lofty. There's Lofty, a little guy. Lisa Simpson from the back, right? But he's your Drippy of this game. Lots of characters to meet. Apparently I haven't even met them all yet. I'm guessing because I haven't brought them all to my kingdom. No, that doesn't make sense. If I had every single one of them, that'd be a lot. No, I must not have met some people yet. That's interesting. So, I'm definitely missing some characters here. Oh no, a lot of these are people I brought to the kingdom. Alright, yeah, I guess that makes sense. So lots going on there. You've also got your tainted monsters. These are kind of neat little side quests. They're these monsters who have a purple color to them out on the field. I guess I haven't found them all yet. I haven't beaten them all, definitely. I've got a couple more to go. I'll get to them soon enough. Another thing that I have to do before I get my plat. Something I didn't like was Leaf Book. It felt tedious. every time I opened it, and I always came in and I read it, and I read the silly little comments, but it's not like it updates or anything. It's just, after a major event happens, it gives you like a screenshot of the characters, or even sometimes minor events, like these guys who cares? I mean, these are some characters that you run into after the game. I don't know. I guess that guy was kind of amusing. But I felt like it was a forced narrative using this, and it was a little bit tacky to put this in here as a reference to Facebook. Like, it doesn't seem necessary, but what do I even filter by? Oh, I can like them? Huh. See, there's some things in the game I guess I never even ran into, because it just doesn't matter. So there's your leaf book, Tainted Monsters, Citizens Almanac. You can see your status on everything you've done here. I think at this point I've done it. Well, there's some things I haven't done. So, this game has one downfall of any game when you're trying to plat it. Sometimes you don't end up doing things because you're trying not to spend money or something. So, like, I've never uncursed an item or used an equipment skill because none of my equipment have skills. So, and that stuff isn't necessary because you can beat the game without it. It's the type of game where you don't really need to go and buy equipment because you'll just find something better on the field anyway. I guess I am missing a couple things. I don't know what those are. Interesting. I gotta go back and collect all the Hegel leaves. That's... I didn't even know she gave me sweets. Alright, whatever. So there's a bunch of stuff there. Alright, so you can get a look at the... So there's my town. There's the world. That's a fully explored world map, more or less. In the center here is the end of the game, where you go and fight the final boss. And once you beat the game, it brings you back to here. So, what is the final boss? The final boss was the Horned One. Well, alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and just spoil the game for you, because you were gonna watch through the end of it anyway, right? Again, go play it. It is a fun game. You'll get a better experience than me explaining it to you or me showing it to you by playing it. But, so as you're coming up to the end of the game, all of a sudden it kind of hits you, right? Doloran is essentially just an anagram for Roland. So, surprise, the two of them are connected. Doloran has been channeling the dark energy of the Horned One, and you don't really know why. So of course you've got to fight Doloran to show him that he's wrong. Obviously, he's killed tons of people, but he can be forgiven, right? So video game cliche. But Doloran used to have his own kingdom. It was Allegoria, maybe? Which, okay, yeah, an Allegoria, yep, right. So he had his own kingdom at one time, and everyone loved him, but he had this Kingsmaker, and as soon as you see her, you immediately know where this is going, because it's this cute anime girl as his Kingsmaker, and she's got, like, horns or something, I don't know, but nonetheless, basically just an anime girl. And he falls in love with her, and so he believes that what happened is the gods got angry at him for falling in love with his Kingsmaker. And so, hold on, quieter. So the gods take her away and lock her away behind the facade of the Horned One and destroy his kingdom. And he goes on a hundreds of years journey to try and get his kingdom back, and he figures he can do it by collecting the power of all of the Kingsmakers and destroying the Horned One and bringing back the woman that he loves. So he's really just this distressed hero, right? And so you have to show him that, like, you can still be a great person without destroying things, and if you had just asked us for help, we would have helped you, or whatever. So you beat him, and you find out that he's connected to Roland because of course um, he's the other dimension version of Roland, basically, and um, you have to go and beat the horned one. Um, so you go and fight him, and he's kind of a cool final battle. He feels a lot like other Kingsmakers, where they have like the Higglies running around and everything. But they actually didn't. I don't think they actually had them running around in this one, but instead you got like special boosts from Lofty, so that was handy. And it's a long battle. It's just a kind of a tedious long battle, but it's not to the point of being painful. It's just um, stamina, and it's not even that bad. Have a few healing items on you, but he's not that hard to beat. He gives you pretty obvious signs when he's going to do his supers, and you can dodge them, things like that. So but when he shows up, he like first you beat the Kingsmaker, and then he kind of powers up or whatever, and he rips like a hole in the fabric of time, which is kind of a cool scene. He just sticks his fingers through the sky and tears it apart. And he goes and flies off, and you have to go catch him and fight him off in space, and you beat him. And so this Kingsmaker, whose name I can't remember, the woman comes back down and talks to Doloran and says, "You misunderstood what happened. I loved you so much that I decided to give up my power as a Kingsmaker to be with you. But when I did that, my power was roaming free, and this other beast picked it up and became an evil Kingsmaker, and that is the Horned One. And I just died, or something. So when she did that, the Horned One got the power, destroyed the kingdom, she died, and Doloran was off on his own. So now she's just this spirit who can't even be with him. So he's failed. So the game kind of leaves it at that, right? So Evan and Roland and everyone, they're like, oh, you can still be good and do stuff. I don't know. You can start your own kingdom. I did it, right? So that's his whole thing. And then like you find out that the kid that Evan's been talking to in his dreams, it's actually his son, even though they alluded to him being someone from 1,000 years ago. It's not. It's his son, and what I don't remember his name. Ferdinand, King Ferdinand, Prince Ferdinand, something like that. And he takes over the kingdom after you. So they show off this kingdom, and Ferdinand was responsible for uniting the whole world instead of just these kingdoms. And then it shows Roland going back to the United States, and this time instead of a nuke hitting him, fireworks just go off, and people are excited because he's gonna unite the whole world and make the world peaceful again. So that is the story of Evermore and No Kuni 2. Like I said, it's a cute game. I enjoyed it. Don't be turned off by it or anything. I definitely recommend it. I hope to see a third one. Something disappointing about this one is I think the story could have been better. It wasn't as enthralling as the last game. I found the last game to be very enthralling. It was very exciting, like what's going to happen next, and you think you're at the end, and then you're not at the end, and it moves you into this whole second half of the game, and it's great. So this game didn't do that, unfortunately. But it's still worth picking up. I really think that it's the kind of game that'll be remembered. It'll be loved by the ones who played it and remembered endearingly. So I know I will. I've got my little music box. I got the European version because I was so excited about the game. I'm not even from Europe, but I had to have the European version for that stupid music box, and I got it. So he's sitting in front of me, staring at me, and laughing at me for spending all that money on it. But I guess final thoughts. I'd give it like an 8.5 out of 10. Um, if I had to choose, like as an overall, the music was beautiful. The characters were well developed. The gameplay was really cool. The mechanics were differing enough that they were interesting and kept you playing and enjoying different aspects of the game and interested in exploring because the world was beautiful. And it wasn't too long, but it wasn't too short, and there's enough extra stuff to do that you can keep going, even if some of it feels a little redundant and cliche. And that's, I guess, the downfall of some of it. The fetch quests, there are many. Um, the the monsters sometimes are just reskins of other monsters, but that's normal. I'm not too surprised. There's some areas that it feels like there's no point in being there. Um, it feels like they tried to make the world big without it really being big at all. But lots of ups, a couple downs. Um, this is the only game that I will probably do a full playthrough of on my channel. Well, if you liked it, comment, let me know if you'd like to watch more playthroughs, or like full playthroughs, because I can do that, but it seemed like a lot of work for a little payoff. I don't think a lot of people were super interested in it, so in the future, I'm gonna play a game a little bit, get a little bit into it, then, make a video like this one where I'm just talking about it, showing it off a little bit, showing what I'm doing, and, then I will, move on to the next one, just so I can kind of review, show off some different games. But that's that's the plan for the future. So I just did this one mostly because I was so excited about it. I'm so excited to have this game. It took me a couple months to beat, but it was worth it. All right, so that's all the talking at you that I'm going to do today. Thank you for watching. I'm not going to shut off the video yet. I'm going to go into a Dreamer's Maze, show it off a little, and I'm going to just play around and see if I can pick up another trophy or two. It's not going to be a very streamlined version of my normal gameplay because I'm just going to be screwing around. So if you're bored by that, I won't be offended if you sign off. But otherwise, thank you for watching. Everyone, I know I had probably 4 to 6 pretty avid viewers. So, thank you for coming on, watching what I'm playing, and I hope you'll check out some of my other videos. I'll keep uploading stuff, as long as you comment on it, follow me, do that kind of stuff. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of what is this world even called? Does this world have a name? It's gotta have a name. Well, enjoy it.
Say. Mm-hmm.
Yup.
Gosh.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yup. Here goes nothing. Ready for this?
Wait! Drop this!
Here goes nothing.
Leave this to me.
Here goes nothing. Ready for this?
Hey! Yeah. Yeah. Hmm? Yes.
Flippin' heck, man!
Oh! Hmm. Hmm. Huh.
Welcome to Swift Solutions. Oh, by the way.
Hey! Sure. See ya.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Hey.
Not exactly.
Yeah. Thanks.
Hello?
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Oi!
um... Oh. Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Hmm.
thanks. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey there.
Hmm.
Excuse me.
Golly.
Yeah.
Hello.
Right.
Hello. Ah.
Yeah.
Hmm. What?
Thanks. So, do me a favor.
Hello.
Oh, yes.
Hmm.
Oh, yes.
Oh. Hmm.
Ooh,
Hey. Hmm? Golly. Gosh. Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
Hmm. Hey.
Yeah.
All right.